Vladimir's calling in. Let me answer. Vladimir, how are you doing, sir? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Tom, can you hear him okay?
Yes, I can hear him fine. Hi, Vladimir.
All right. Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. We don't want to say your last name because this man is getting sentenced tomorrow, guys. So, and I've been working with him the last couple months, and so is Tom. How are you doing, my friend? You're going to get sentenced tomorrow morning.
At 3 o'clock daytime.
Okay, 3 o'clock. So, I mean, that's a couple extra hours for you to be. I mean, what's this feeling like getting sentenced tomorrow? What is this feeling like, man?
Well, okay, so the feeling it's a two-sided feeling. The first side is I'm relieved that it's finally here.
Right.
It's been coming. I've been anticipating this day for so long that I'm kind of relieved that it finally got here. But the second side of it is that I'm a little bit scared. I'm going to be honest. So I'm a little bit scared of what's going to happen.
Sure. I bet you are, man. Yeah, I'll bet you really are. So we kind of went over what you're going to say to the judge tomorrow. Can you kind of and you wrote down a lot of notes and stuff. Are you ready to talk to that judge, or are you going to have your lawyer talk for you?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not memorized everything yet, but every hour of the day I'm reading what I wrote down, and I'm trying to memorize. And I'm just hoping that I'll do a good job tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah. No, I hope you do too. I really do. So maybe, do you think, since you're kind of live on the show right now, but nobody knows who you are, how do you feel about pretending that you're getting sentenced right now and tell us what you're going to say to the judge? You want to practice that right now?
Just say what I remember.
Yeah.
So should I read from my notes?
We could try that first, and then I want to hear you without the notes.
Okay, let me read. Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, you bet. So this is kind of important, guys. When you're getting sentenced, talking to the judge. This is the last time actually the first time the judge is ever going to hear who you are. The judge has been reading about you. There's a pre-sentence report that's about 30 pages long. Your lawyers talked about you. The prosecution put their report in. Probation's put their report in. All these people have talked about you, but the judge has not heard from you. And he's going to give you 5 or she's going to give you 5 or 10 minutes to state your case. And why should you get a better sentence? You've already pled guilty, so this is not the time to, get a, you're not getting an Emmy, you're not getting a Grammy, you've got nothing coming. On sentencing day, you have nothing coming at all. So, and the judge sentences people all week long. What's going to make you, whatever you say, different from the 17 guys that he just sentenced yesterday? What is going to open up this judge's mind to realize maybe I don't need to be so hard on this person? Because in the federal system, a judge can't give you downward departure. A judge can go below the guidelines. But if you say the wrong thing, the judge can also go above the guidelines. In the federal courts, they have this power. In the state courts, it's usually all said and done. It's a done deal. Your lawyer bought drinks for the prosecutor the night before, and everybody knows you're getting 2 years. Not in the federal system, guys. Not in the federal system. So, are you there?
Yeah, I'm ready, Sean.
All right, so let's hear what you've written down, and then after that, I want to hear you speak from the heart.
All right, I'm going to try my best. So this is what I've written down. I'm going to say, Your Honor, hello, I'm scared, Your Honor, and I'm here today to get what I deserve. And I just want to ask if you can stay in the guidelines. Your Honor, I've been on pretrial for 1.5 years. I did violate one time when I drove a truck across state lines without permission from my job. And I don't want to hide anything from you, Your Honor. Since that violation, I done everything right. I realized I have to go to prison. I have no excuse for my crimes. And I do have an alcohol problem. And I want to enroll in 3 programs that are available. Drug education program, non-residential RDAP, and the regular RDAP. And I want to do as many AA meetings as I can get in prison. Hopefully I have a lot of years in my life. I want to leave. I want to learn from this mistake and move forward. I would like to ask for a chance to self-surrender. I have some affairs that I would like to get in order. That's what I wrote down.
So, Vladimir, now that all sounds great for a letter. Tom, I want to hear what you think. And then after this, we're going to hear you speak without the letter in your hand. But, Tom, what do you think so far?
Oh, I think it's a good foundation, Vladimir. I think you want to try to make it as personal as you can and speak from the heart. I think she needs to see that you are definitely accepting responsibility for what you did. I think she wants to hear that a couple of times, that I totally accept responsibility for what I did, Your Honor. And I understand that this is something that I have to do. I just want to make the best of it. And I'm asking you, Your Honor, to give me every possible due consideration you can give me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to kind of get it through me and memorize what I wrote down. So, I don't know. For now, it's not that easy. I just, when I start talking from my heart, I start saying, I'm not exactly saying what I want to say. Maybe I'm kind of messing up a little bit. But I'm going to try to.
I want you to mess up. I want you to mess up. You know why? Because then that's real. That's real. If you go in there like an actor and you've rehearsed your script and you know your lines, the judge is going to know that. So you want to mess up. You want to be scared, and you want to you want to get stuck on stupid for a minute. That tells the judge you're sincere. Does that make sense?
Right.
Tom, do you agree?
Yes, absolutely. You got to speak from the heart for most of that presentation to the judge. You just have to take a breath and trust God and trust your subconscious and talk what your heart is feeling.
Now tomorrow your mother's getting sentenced. I don't know who's getting sentenced first, you or her. But do you have a grandmother or a grand? Do you have a grandmother?
Sentenced in the same time in the same courtroom.
Who's going first?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't even know. Yeah, they probably wouldn't tell you. Do you have a grandmother or a grandfather?
Yeah, I have both. Yeah.
So here's what I want you to do. When you're talking to the judge, it's a woman judge, right?
Yeah, it's a female.
You're talking to your grandmother. So you have to explain to your grandmother. The whole family knows everything you've done, but now grandma hasn't heard from you. Grandma's heard it from, all the family's everybody's on the phone and they're all talking about you. But now you got to go before grandma and you got to say, Grandma, you heard what I did, right? Yeah, I did it, Grandma. I'm guilty. I did all these things, Grandma. And I'm so sorry I did, Grandma. I'm sorry I let you down, grandmother. And, you got to talk to your grandmother and you got to ask for, can I still be a member of the family, Grandma? Listen, I want to change everything. I want to turn my life around, Grandma. I'm scared, right? When you're talking to the judge, you're talking to your grandmother hopefully you love your grandmother and she loves you.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
She raised me. My grandmother, she raised me.
Perfect. So that's who you're really talking to because you're going to go to prison. No matter what, you're going to prison tomorrow. But when you get out of prison, is grandmother going to be there for you? Is grandmother going to forgive you? Is grandmother going to ban you from the family? Is she going to welcome you back? Because how do you do that? You change the way you've been living. And how do you convince grandma you've changed the way you've been living? How do you convince grandma to keep you in the family? This is the judge you're talking to, Mark. Does any of this, am I getting through to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
So kind of look at it like that. Picture your grandmother behind that when you're talking to the judge, because you don't want to. You still want to be a member of the family when you get out of prison, right?
Of course.
So how are you going to accomplish that? What are you going to do to make changes in your life so that the family's going to welcome you back? Because they don't want this guy. They don't want some.
There's a lot of things I want to change. Honestly.
Tell me that. Tell me that. Let's go with that. Go with that. Tell me.
Yeah, I mean, there's, obviously I don't want to go back to committing any more crimes.
Everybody says that. Blah, blah, blah. Tell me more. Everybody says, I'm going to be a little hard on you right now. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody says that. Convince me, man.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some tough love right now. So convince me. Everybody says that.
Right. Well, I want to change. I want to quit drinking alcohol. That's
okay. Right there. Let's stop you. You want to quit? Why haven't you quit now? You're going to prison soon. Why haven't you quit now? I'm going to give you tough love here, man. I'm the judge.
Right. No, I already quit drinking, but I don't want to start drinking again.
Okay, so what are you going to do to change that? Any programs you're going to take in prison? I mean, I know you listed all this.
Definitely. I'm going to take the RDAP, the non-residential RDAP program, the drug education program.
All right.
I'm going to take AA meetings, as many as I can.
So how are you going to take these AA meetings? Explain. What are you going to do when you get to prison? Are you going to ask the warden for an AA meeting? Are you going to talk to the guys that live next door to you? How are you going to find an AA meeting?
Well, I'm going to.
Yeah. I'm going to give you tough love. Yeah. How do you do that?
I'm going to find AA meetings when I get to prison.
So let me just give you a little hint. You want to open up your mouth and ask for help. Who do you ask for help for? Anybody you talk to in prison. And you know what that's also going to do? All the bad guys in prison, because there's a lot of bad guys in prison. You ask them, hey, I need some help with my alcohol problem. Are there any AA meetings going on in this camp? They're going to back off. The ones that are bad guys, they don't even want to talk to you. You've gotten rid of them. Now, you're going to run into some good guys. I go to AA on Thursdays. I'd love to have you come. You want to find that guy. And this is what you want to tell the judge. Am I getting through to you?
Okay, yeah.
So what are you going to do? You're going to ask for what?
I'm going to ask for help.
And who are you going to ask for help for? Who are you going to ask the help to? I mean, who are you going to find to ask? You're going to ask anybody you can, right?
Yeah, I'm going to ask my fellow inmates, the good ones, the ones that that can point me in the right direction.
Okay, great. And some of the guards might help you too, and you can ask anybody. But you want to make a conscious effort to let everybody know that you're there to help yourself. You want to let all the inmates know that Vladimir is there to change his life while he's in prison. He doesn't want to know where the cell phones are. He doesn't want to buy a bottle of Jack Daniels off the Pisa down on row 3 and tell her Unit 1. No, he wants to find out where an AA meeting is because he doesn't want to go back to prison. And that's going to push all the bad guys out of your way, but you got to stand up for yourself, and you got to let people know that you're serious and you want to change. So this is the kind of things you need to tell that judge that you're going to do when you get in prison. Am I making sense?
Right. So she's going to ask me that?
No, you're going to tell her that. She's not going to ask you she's not going to ask you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do on your first day of prison?
Right.
First day of prison, you're going to ask, where is an AA meeting? That's the first thing you want to do on the very first day of prison. You want to find out where the help is. And that's what you tell the judge. My first day there, Your Honor, I'm going to ask everybody I come in contact with where an AA meeting is. Now, do I sound convincing compared to how you said it? Who are you going to believe, me or what you just said? I'm going to go to AA meetings. No, Your Honor, when I get there, my first day, I'm going to ask everybody where an AA meeting is, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to go to it. Who you see where I'm?
Yeah, no, you definitely sound more convincing than I do.
Okay, but you can do that too. Let me hear you say it. I want to hear it from you now. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So when I'm gonna be speaking to the judge, and I'm gonna tell her that I have an alcohol problem, I'm gonna tell her, Your Honor, I want to get as many AA meetings as I can in prison.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Tough love. Start again. Try it again. Try it again. Start over.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the judge, Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem, and I want to get as much help as I can.
Blah 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 blah. I'm not convinced. Try it again. I'm giving you tough love.
So I'm gonna.
Here, I'll give you a hint. Here's what you say, Your Honor. I have an alcohol problem. I've had it for a long time. When I get to prison, the first day I get there, Your Honor, I'm going to ask everybody I come in contact with, where is an AA meeting? Because I want help, Your Honor. And when I find out where that AA meeting is, I'm going to show up for every goddamn meeting. Let me hear you say it like that.
Okay. Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem, and I really need help.
I don't believe you. Try it again.
Okay, Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem, and I want to get help for it.
I still don't believe you. Try it again.
Okay, Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem, and when I get to prison, I want to find help from as many people as possible so I can go to all the AA meetings that I can find.
That's better. That's better. Let me tell you again. Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem. I've been struggling with it all my life. That's part of the reason I'm here in front of you today. I want you to stop drinking so bad, Your Honor. When I get to prison, I'm going to ask everybody I find where an AA meeting is because I know the prisons have it. And when I find it, I'm going to show up at every AA meeting I can. I'm going to find the guys in there. I'm going to build a support group, and I'm going to change, Your Honor. Let me hear you say that.
Okay. Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem, and I really want to change. When I get to prison, I want to find as many guys as possible who can help me find AA meetings, and I really want to quit drinking because I've been drinking most of my adulthood life, and I want to stop it because that's what's been getting me into all this trouble. That's one of the reasons why I'm in this trouble.
Much better. Much better. You got to work on that.
Better, but I know, for me, it's a little hard to open up, in front of, when I'm going to be in the courtroom.
This is the most important day of your life. What do you mean you can't open up? This is the most important day of your life. You're getting sentenced to federal prison tomorrow. What do you mean you can't open up on the most important day of your life? It's now or never.
No,
you're not going to get a second chance to talk to that judge.
I can open up. It's just the way I should open up. I get it. I get what you're trying to tell me.
And I'm just giving you the tough love.
I shouldn't just be sitting here like, I memorized some words. I should be honest about it. But for me, it's really hard, just, I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I'm going to say something wrong. I'm afraid if she's not going to listen to me,
She's going to listen to you. You've got the floor. She's listening. This is the only time she's going to listen to you.
I just got to make it believable.
And that's why I'm trying to give you the tough love. Now, you may not be like me, all waving your hands, Your Honor. Look, I swear to God, I want to stop drinking. I'm going to find AA meetings. I'm going to go. You don't have to put that much energy into it, but you got to talk from the heart. And maybe you do it softly. Your Honor, I've struggled with alcohol all my life. I'm tired of it. I'm going to prison. I'm going to find the AA meetings. I'm going to ask everyone I can, Your Honor. I'm going to make it. I'm going to change my life. I know I got to go to prison, Your Honor. I just want a fair sentence. See, now I'm not screaming, am I? I'm talking, right? You can go that approach. You don't have to be all, but I'm just trying to give you.
I kind of like that approach. Let me try doing it.
Try that way.
Okay. Your Honor, I have an alcohol problem. I had it for many years. I really want to change. I want to change myself. I know I'm going to prison. And I really, no, wait.
I like that. I like that. And I like the fact that you stopped. You got stopped. I love it. Keep going. Keep going. I love this. You're there. You're there.
And I know that I'm going to prison. And I just, you know, I accept responsibility for my crime. And I just want to get help. That's it. When I get there, I want to find as many AA meetings as possible. I want to be able to change my life. And that's it. What else am I going to say?
Thank you. I think I reached Tom. I think we got through to him. Tom, let's hear what you said. I think you got it, man.
Yeah, I think Vladimir, you're starting to get the drift of how you have to sincerely communicate with the judge from your heart. And Sean's right. You can't be shy tomorrow. This is your one chance to show the judge that alcohol has been a problem for you for most of your life, and it has led you to make decisions that have resulted in you being in court today, that you are going to immediately do everything you can to never have the urge again to drink. And you're going to use prison as an opportunity to instill that in your soul. And it's just got to be, you got to look her in the eye. You can't stutter too much. I mean, if you get jammed up, just take a step back and then go back in with the discussion from the heart. It's your one chance to show her that you are a real person, and she needs to feel your emotion.
I agree. And you, in the last 10 minutes, I think you made a lot of progress. I think I'm getting through to you. This is the most important day of your life. You're never going to forget what happens tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. September the 7th, I'm going to remember this day for a very long time.
Yes. I want to say hi to TJ, doing time with Big Weavy and Sparky. And who else is in the room? Wesley, and there was Billy and Genghis. All you guys, thanks for tuning in. We're trying to help the man on the phone. He's getting sentenced tomorrow afternoon, guys. So if you have any advice for him what to say to that judge, he's going to get 5 or 10 minutes to tell us his whole life story, why the judge, should give him a fair sentence. So let's take it from the top and let's talk from the heart, put the script away, and it's sentencing time right now. So let's hear what you got to say to the judge. And I think you got it. But the more you practice like we're doing right now, the better you're going to be in court tomorrow, because now you've gotten it all, you've gotten all the jitters. Let's hear what you got to say.
So you want me to start from the beginning?
Start from the beginning, because this is the most important day of the rest of your life. It's the most important day. You're getting sentenced to prison tomorrow. What? Yeah. I mean, that's bigger than getting married. That's, you know what I mean? The only other important the only other day that's probably going to be more memorable is your funeral, and you won't be there for that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a very scary but a big day.
Sparky, I want to thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sparky just sent me a $10 super chat. Thank you. And Benny is in the room. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt. Let's take it from the top. The judges just read all your charges, everything you're going to get sentenced for. I know your guidelines. The prosecutor has spoken. The district attorney has spoken. The probation has spoken. Your pretrial officer has just stated their report. The judge is going to say, in your final words, sir, here we go.
Yes. Hi, Your Honor. I just want to say that I am really scared, and I really don't know what to say, but I am going to try to say something.
That's it. You got it. You got it. Go on.
Yeah. I am guilty of this crime that I committed. And I just want to say that I accept being guilty for this crime. I accept it. And oh shit, man.
No, you're doing great. I love the fact that you're stuttering. That's real. That's from the heart. Keep going. Keep going. You got it, man. You got this.
Yeah, and I'm here to get what I deserve. I accept that, and I just want to ask you, Your Honor, if you could stay in the guide. No, I think that's wrong. I shouldn't say that.
That's okay. Keep saying that. That's fine. This is real stuff.
No. Look, let me just start over.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do it again. And Benny, yes, you can call in next after him, Benny, and we'll talk to you. I see you out there, Benny.
Yeah, let me try one more time. I think I got it this time. Okay. Hi, Your Honor. I really don't know what to say. I'm really scared, but I'm going to try my best to say something. I accept that I am guilty for this crime, and I deserve to get sentenced for this crime. All I'm asking is for you to stay in the guidelines, Your Honor, please. Since I've been on pre-trial, I violated one time when I drove my truck across state lines. It was for my job. And I'm really sorry about that, without asking for permission. I'm really sorry about that.
You're doing great. I can hear the fear in your voice, and I love that because that's what the judge wants. You're talking from the heart right now, okay? It doesn't have to sound perfect. You're not in a Hollywood movie. You're in a courtroom, and nobody's watching except your family, whoever's there. Nobody's seeing this except you, God, and the judge, and the people in the court. You're doing great, man.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I love this. Is real.
Okay. So I just want to ask, Your Honor, I just want to ask Your Honor for help. Really, I had an alcohol problem for most of my adult life. And I really want to get help for it. When I get to prison, I want to find people who can help me with AA meetings. I want to do as many AA meetings as possible. And I would also like to enroll in different programs. The drug education program, the non-residential RDAP, and the residential RDAP program. Again, Your Honor, I am guilty. I accept it. And I'm not asking for nothing. I'm not asking for any. No, wait, that's wrong. I am.
No, you're great. No, keep going. You've got this.
Okay. I'm not asking for you to forgive me, but I do want a second chance. I'm still young. I have a whole life ahead of me. And I want to learn from this mistake that I committed. I want to learn from this mistake. So please, Your Honor, if you could find it somewhere in your heart to have mercy on me. No, that's wrong. I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm not gonna say that.
That's okay.
No.
That's okay. You're doing so much better today.
Now the judge is no. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say, Your Honor. And I want to also ask you if you can please let me self-surrender so I can get my things in order. I mean, I don't know, man. It's like it was good at the beginning, but by the end, I just don't know what to say.
You come so far since a few days ago when we rehearsed. You come so far. That's great, man. And the way you stop.
It's definitely better than it was a few days ago.
No,
I agree with you.
And I like hearing the fear in your voice. I like hearing that you're stopping and your honor, and because that's coming from the heart. That's what happens when your heart talks. Okay, it's not a rehearse. It's not a script that you learn in a movie for your movie lines. That's what happens when you speak from the heart. You stop, and you're doing it, man. You're doing it.
Right.
Yes. I'm so glad you called in tonight because you come a long way since. So me and Vladimir practiced on Zoom the other day, and you've come so far, man. Tom, what do you think? Have you in the last 20 minutes has he?
Well, Vladimir, I wish you and your mother the best of luck tomorrow. If you get up in the morning and say a little prayer, have a little faith that God and Jesus and Mary are going to walk you through this process, and you're going to come out stronger. You're going to look back at this as an opportunity to really reinvent your life. There's a lot of benefits for what you're going through in terms of giving you that opportunity to reconstruct your life the way you really want it to be.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. Not just alcohol is my problem, but I also have a drug problem. But I never said that on pre-trial. But I have a severe drug problem.
And you may want to tell the judge that because you're going to take the RDAP, but you don't really have to because the alcohol's enough. You never really want to volunteer information, but you're going to you're going to get help for that while you're in prison.
I have a real drug problem. Like, I need help. Like, I seriously need to get into, like, if I wasn't going to prison right now, I would have got into rehabilitation, detox, something.
And you did tell me that. And you told me that in confidence on the phone, so I do believe you. Because I do know that you want the help. I do know you want the help.
Sean, believe me, it's so bad. I stopped it by now, but I'm feeling sick every day now.
Yeah. I think you've come a long way in the short time we've been talking. I wish I could have worked with you months ago. But even months ago, things change over time. And it's actually maybe a good thing this last week that we really worked on this. I do know there's TJ in the room, and he got sentenced earlier this year. And TJ, I'm going to put up the number. And that was Benny, if you want to call on the phone too. And we'll coach you guys through all this stuff. And TJ, maybe you could tell us on the phone your experiences when you got sentenced, and that'll help out some other people that are listening. He says, does RDAP apply to him? Yes, it does, Benny. It's in his pre-sentence report. It's written down. It's paperwork. He should get into RDAP, no problem. I've been working with him. Benny, how about you? I'm thinking, Benny, you're about to get sentenced too. I'm kind of guessing. Let me put up the number here, and so anybody wants to call in live. So if you guys want to call in live right now, so that's the
Sean, why don't you
there.
answer that question while you're doing that about the Terminal Island, your experience with Terminal Island.
Okay, but let me say goodbye to Vladimir. I don't. Is there any more things we can help you with right now? I want to hear that phone call from you tomorrow after court. That you're going to tell me you got self-surrender. You're going to tell me you got a great outcome on your sentence. I can't wait to answer the phone tomorrow.
Sean,
I'm going to stop. When you call me tomorrow, I don't care what I'm doing at work. I'm going to answer your phone call, man.
I appreciate it, Sean. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long the court is going to take, but it starts at 3 o'clock. So I'm guessing around 5 o'clock it's going to end.
Okay. All right. And I can't wait to get that phone call.
I'll definitely let you know. And yeah, man, I'm just going to rehearse right now. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to start rehearsing with my family. Yeah.
Yeah. You've come a long way. I think you're ready to talk to that judge. And like I said, it's okay to stop and Your Honor, can I start again? And whatever you need to say, because you're talking from the heart. And that's what's going to make the judge pay attention to what you say. Because the judge is going to say, this man's speaking from the heart, and this is real stuff coming out of this man's mouth, and she's actually going to listen. You don't want to go in there with a rehearsed speech. The judge hears that all week long. What you just told us, that everybody here in the audience is listening to you. And I think I can speak for everyone else that we did hear you speak from the heart. What do you guys think out there? Let me ask the audience, did you hear him speak from the heart or not, guys? Let us know. in the comments. All right, so I'm going to let you go. I'm going to try to get some other people on the phone here. But, you know, you got my number, and I can't wait to hear from you tomorrow, okay?
Yep, definitely.
All right, and stay on, watch the show, because I want TJ to come on, and he can tell you he just got sentenced recently, and he can tell you his. If TJ, are you willing to come on the phone? That would be great. All right, I'm going to let you go, okay?
All right, Sean. Thank you. And Tom also. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good luck, Vladimir. God bless.
The line is open for Benny if you want to call, or TJ. Any of you guys want to call? The line is open. It's by Google Voice. You can come on. So, TJ, if you'd like to talk about your sentencing day, or Benny, we want to help you. So, come on, give us a call, guys. And we got Jordan is in the room, and he agreed. Yes, Jordan agreed. Let me ask you guys, did you agree? Did you hear him speak from the heart, guys, or was he faking it? Was it a script? What do you guys think? And, Tom, what about Terminal Island now?
Yeah, one of our guests that's listening in is trying to figure out where he's going to be sentenced, and he was just wanting some background on Terminal Island. What you know about that, Sean? I know you know
He's actually calling in. The guy you're speaking right now, he's calling in. Well, I just lost him.